What's up, guys? It's Yas VW, and you're locked in to Rhythm in Britain.
Hey, it's your main man John for Rhythm in Britain. I'm here with Yas VW. How you doing?
Great, man. How are you, John?
I'm good. So we're here with a brand new series called Get to Know. We're here to just get to know a bit more about you and what you've done in the scene. So we're going to be talking to you about your music. We've got 7 random questions and jump or dump.
Let's do it.
So let's do it. So first one, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
If I could have any superpower. Do you know what? I might change my mind on this if you ask me next week. But right now, I would say I would fly, just because I want to travel. I want to go to different places. You get me? It's been hard being staying in the same place. So I think if I could just fly and get myself somewhere else, or just be somewhere else immediately, get into a different atmosphere, get inspiration from somewhere else, I'd love to do that. So yeah, I'd say fly.
Flying, that's good though. I don't know how Boris will stop you, but you know.
Listen, when I'm flying, Boris will be like, yeah, can I come up too? What are you?
I feel that one. So second question. If you could go on a road trip with 3 artists from the 80s or 90s,
Yeah.
who would it be and where would you go?
If I could go on a road trip, 3 artists from the 80s and 90s, I would say Michael Jackson, 100%. Let's bring Janet too, little family trip. Michael, Janet, and I would say Aaliyah. Michael, Janet, and Aaliyah. Have a little jam session. Find out about what inspires them, what made them the artists that they were, because they inspire me so much. Yeah, pick their brains, same way you want to pick my brains, you know what I mean? Pick their brains, get to know them for who they really are, behind the music, with the music. And where would we go? I need to be on an island, man. I want to be somewhere with palm trees. Let's say Bora Bora.
Bora Bora.
Sit down, sip a bit of coconut water.
Oi.
Be like, yes, what inspires you? Tell me about yourself.
That's
Yeah.
difficult. Imagine that, you're just chilling, hey, Michael. Hey, what inspires you? Yo, Janet, how you doing? Italian as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I would love that personally. I would love that.
I would love to do that myself, man. I want to get out of this cold England, and again, you got the 3 legends behind you as well.
Exactly, man. That would be a dream.
That would be a good trip.
100%.
That would be a good trip. Okay, so if you could live in a city outside of London, where would you live and why would you live there?
City outside of London. City outside of London, I would say. I mean, right now, I would say I'd love to experience more of New York. To be fair, I think I have a lot more knowledge to gain on different cities in the world. So once I know, I might find out different things. I want to go to different places. But right now, New York is a city that I've had a bit of a taste of, but it still feels a bit like home. It's just bigger. So I'd love to experience that a little bit more. Yeah, it's still kind of comfortable, but at the same time, a bit out of the comfort zone. Different people, different environment. It's busy, it's active. Yeah.
So the Big Apple, New York. Okay, yeah. I feel you. That's a good place. And the food there, I've been there before.
Yeah.
The food is different. You have to try the bagels in New York. It's
Oh
sick.
yeah? Alright, cool. I got you. Next time. I'm gonna try that.
Okay, cool. So, cool. What is your favorite TV character of all time?
Damn, John, you're gonna do me like that? Favorite TV character of all time? Oh my gosh, no, that is a hard one. My favorite. What shows do I even like? That's the question first.
Come on, you have to be watching something during this lockdown.
Alright, do you know what? This is a bit of a throwback one for me, but I really love Blair from Gossip Girl. Don't know if you've watched Gossip Girl, but she's a bad bee. She's a bad bee. I love Blair. She knows herself, she knows her worth, and I like people like that. So yeah, she's got a bit of attitude, but when she loves people, she goes all out for them, and she doesn't let anyone mess with her. So I'd say Blair from Gossip Girl.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay, man. No, that's bad bees. You know, they run the world, man. They run the world.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ooh, it's a difficult one. What is your favorite song that you released?
My favorite song that I released, I love all of my songs, but for me personally, it's Be The One, which is my latest single. I just love the way Be The One makes me feel, and it kind of is. It's kind of a bit of like a time travel song for me because there's so many elements from 80s R&B and Be The One, and I remember like when I was first making that song, I had a different feeling. I just felt so good, and I wanted people to feel like that when they heard it as well. So Be The One is definitely one of my favourites. I'd say out of the ones I've put out so far, yeah.
Check that out, Be The One. Check that out, people. If you could feature anyone on your next single, who would it be and why?
I would say, if I could feature anyone, someone that I listen to a lot is Kehlani. So I don't know many R&B people that wouldn't say that. Do you know what I mean? Everybody loves Kehlani. I feel like I love her music. She's such a great, she's just a great example of R&B of today. I admire her so much. So I'd say Kehlani. Yeah, that would be incredible.
Kehlani, okay, I like that one. Kehlani's just, I feel like she's doing bits at the moment.
She's doing bits. She's a vibe. She's a whole vibe. She's doing bits for real, yeah. Okay,
cool. Number 7, our last one. Ooh, you're invited to stay in a luxury space. You could take your phone. So, you're invited to stay in a luxury space hotel outside of the world. You can't take your phone as there's no signal. What 3 devices are you taking?
I can't take my phone as there's no signal.
No.
If there's no signal, so if I take my laptop, there's no signal even for that.
Damn.
Question to think about.
Well, you broke the matrix. Okay.
I broke the matrix. Okay, if I could take 3 devices, I'm trying to think if there's no signal. I could take 3 devices, not a phone. Damn. I mean, 100% it would have to be something that I can listen to music on.
You have to throw it back and do a Walkman.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's gonna have to be a Walkman, bring a couple of my CDs, get me spin a little bit of that MJ. Walkman. I'd have to bring one of those, you know them, they look like little laptops but you can put DVDs in them.
Ah, yeah.
And then hopefully there's a spot to charge them, you know what I'm saying? To bring a stack of, like 20 of my favourite movies, a couple of shows. Watch that, keep me occupied. So a Walkman, I call it a DVD player. Devices. I'm trying to think of another device. Might have to be something. What was? Can you say the question again? Where am I? Am I like stuck?
Outside the space.
Outside in space?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're just like, I'm outside the space.
I was just like, I went somewhere and I've got no phone. Okay, outside in space. 3 devices.
You like to read?
Yeah, I wanted to get into that a bit more last year. Like I started and then I kind of stopped. I need to be more consistent with it. You're gonna say a Kindle or something?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. That's a good one still.
It could inspire me. So let's say a Kindle.
You can read some documentaries, autobiographies.
Yeah. Learn about, people that inspire me. What's going on in the world. Yeah, let's say, okay, Walkman, DVD player, and a Kindle.
We're going to be talking about your music and more about your latest single, Be The One. Okay, cool. So let's take it way back. You're from a musical family. How did that shape your decision to be an artist, and how did you kind of differentiate yourself from all the other influences and actually create your own sound?
Yes, I'm from a musical family. My granddad, he played the bass. I'm from Ghana, so he played the bass in a band in Ghana. As I got a bit older, I found out my grandma was in a few choirs here and there. My auntie as well, she used to sing a lot and dance too. So I've had a lot of that inspiration around me for a long time. My parents just always blasting 80s and 90s R&B in the house. I think that is probably the one element that shaped me the most in terms of the path that I'm on. 80s and 90s R&B is just, for me, it's the epitome of what R&B is for me. And it's definitely led my sound and my vision and what I love to do. So yeah, like when I was like 9, my mum got me my first keyboard, and when I was 10, my first guitar, and I was always like just intrigued with like how they worked, and I was always intrigued about music, innit? So yeah, and then I went to Ghana when I was 10 with my guitar, and my granddad was like, oh my gosh, like, you wanna learn? Sick. Then we take you to one of my friends, who can teach you like simple chords and whatnot. And like even just seeing the pride in his face when he found out that I was so into it, I was just like, yeah, like I loved the feeling, like all the feelings that I got from doing music. I would join choirs at church, at school, like everywhere I went, I found something musical to do in a way. So yeah, that all just kind of led me to the route I was going into and doing music. And then obviously, like I said, with all the R&B that was blasting in my house, that's kind of where I fell in love with music and making my own. I would hear like all these like love songs, and I'd be like, oh, I want to do my own, even though I didn't know what was going on. I'd be like, I want to make my own in it. So yeah, it just kind of all pushed me to do my own thing with it, with what I'm inspired by around me.
Okay. So let's talk about you in the writing, because I know your first song, Weakness, was written entirely by you. So tell us more about writing that and putting the pen to paper on that track.
Yeah, so with that track specifically.
Yeah. Or just in general, like,
yeah.
what was your process in writing? How do you get, from here to down on the paper?
Yeah. It can definitely be like a hard process. What I like to, I'm very inspired by like what's around me. Whether that be like scenery, whether that be people's stories, whether that be my own stories, just everything that's going on in the world. I love to like write about real things. I feel like I'm the most inspired by songs that are very real and songs that are about real stories, whether that's like the artist's own stories or somebody else's stories, but something that I can resonate with or something that I know people resonate with as well. I feel like it gets to me the most. So I definitely wanted to do that myself. So when I'm writing, I'm always in that kind of mind frame where it's like, what's real about this song? What's gonna touch people? What touches me in this song? So yeah, I just kind of picture like scenes in my head of stories that I've heard of, stories that I've been through myself, and I describe that in my songs. I describe the feelings, I describe what's happening in the story, I describe the start to the finish, the journey, the outcome. Yeah, I like to describe like stories in my songs.
So like a storytelling portfolio, really.
Yeah, like a storytelling. And then the listener can interpret that in their own way with their own story, however that relates to them as well.
I think that those for me are the best type of music, especially in R&B, because I think even when you're young, you're like, I can't, talking about love songs, like, I can't wait to be in love, and then suddenly like, okay, you hear the stories and steps. And I think those are, for me, the best type of R&B.
Yeah, 100% I agree.
So your collab, I love the song by the way, Off the Ground with Jacob. How did that all come about?
Yeah, that was wicked. That one, like every time I talk about this story, it's just like, it's funny because I was having a conversation with my manager, and like I grew up in the era of loving like mindless behaviour and Jacob Latimore. If you know, you know. I went to mindless behaviour concert, screaming over them. Yeah, man, I had my days in it. So Jacob Latimore was definitely popping at that time. So I've known about him. I've loved his music. He's got a sick vibe. And yeah, like my manager said to me, imagine a link up with Jacob Latimore. And I'm in my head thinking, I'm like, yeah. In my head I'm thinking, yeah, that's not how it is still. Like me and Jacob, that's crazy. That would be sick, but that's crazy. And yeah, while down the line, my manager knows his manager, and he basically said, yeah, it would be sick if we get him on Off the Ground. And I was like, say swear, like that would be so sick. And it kind of just happened like spontaneously. It was very quick. And the next thing you know, like I was on FaceTime with Jacob, and he was like in the studio and he played me his vocals. And then I was like, yeah, this is happening, damn.
Was that weird though, from like seeing someone like, this is 66, actually be like FaceTime me?
Yeah. Like, yeah. No, I don't even know what else I could say about that. It was mad. Like, it just made it real that, yeah, this is actually happening. Like, people are actually going to hear me on a song with Jacob Latimore. One of my songs actually has Jacob Latimore. So, yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was like a reality check that this is what's happening with my life now. elevating in a way.
Okay, like the movement is starting, the train is getting started.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
I feel you. So let's talk about your recent track. So you recently released your latest single, Be The One. You touched upon it like the 80s and 90s vibe, and I kind of feel it in the song. So, you know, tell us more about the single.
Okay, so Be The One is a message, a reminder of hopeful love for me. When I heard the like chord progression in the song and the beat being made, that's what I felt from it. So once again, like saying, you know, I love to tell stories. I wanted to tell a story of like hopeful love in a way, in a fun, kind of young love way kind of thing, do you know what I mean? But it still kind of takes you back. I wanted that feeling and Be The One. And yeah, that's what I felt. I wanted other people to feel that. So I kind of wanted to play with it a little bit and bring that vibe where it's like, yeah, you've kind of given up on love, you've been on a mission, but you're looking for it, you can't really find it, but you don't really realise that like that the opportunity is here and I can give that to you, but you've got to give me a chance, got to let me in, kind of thing. Yeah, that real love is there for you if you open up for it. Yeah.
I tell that message to myself, you know, because I feel like this whole lockdown life, everyone's just like, you know what, run everything, but I feel like that track kind of just opened up the realities of life, you know what I'm saying? So I feel that for me is what I took from it now. It's a great track as well.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you loved it, man.
Yeah, man, really did. So let's talk about the next few months. So what can we expect? What can people like me who love your music be waiting in the windows like, okay, what's going on, what's happening?
Yeah. I'm really excited for what's coming up. You know, I'm working on the next one at the moment. I'm praying everyone loves it. I think it's gonna be sick. I definitely just want to go harder, go stronger, give more. I've got a few more singles I'm working on. Visuals too. So I'm working hard to do that and to just, entertain people, give people more of those amazing stories, let people really connect and relate. I want everyone to vibe. I love to vibe and I want everyone to vibe too. So I just want to show more of what I've got to give. You know, I do a bit of dancing as well, so I'm going to bring that more onto the scene now. Yeah, man.
I don't think we have that really in the UK, like the whole, because I thought everybody's singing and it's great, but I think even in the 90s or even early 2000s, like the Ushers, the Neos, we don't see it like that these days anymore. So listen, I want to be skanking skanking as well. I want to skank
together, you get me? Yeah, man. For me, like a lot of the artists that I said I love, like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, and Nia, like one thing I love about them is it's not just the music, but it's their performance and it's the rhythm in their body and the way that they're feeling the music, and when they're feeling it, I feel it. So I definitely want that for people that are listening to my music. I just want people to connect. I want to be able to connect with people through my music, and I feel like that is an element that I can do that with as well.
Okay, man. 2021, people, stay locked. So we like to do this at the end of this like question is that name another R&B artist that people should, you know, look out for, especially in the UK. Like name one that I think people are not aware of or like you're a massive fan of.
Yeah. Recently, I think a few people are aware, but I've been saying that I've been really feeling like Scribs Riley recently. And there's actually a couple of people that I've spoken to that don't know who he is, and a couple of people that do know who he is. I know he's definitely like on the rise, but I think he's so sick. I love his sound. I love his latest project, Wish Me Luck. I think the songs on that are just so sick. Like, I heard it and it was on repeat for a second. The repeat button was about to break. Like, I was like, yeah, this is sick. So I'd say Scribs Riley is someone I'm really feeling at the moment, and I'm excited for what he's got coming.
We've got a game we play on radio. It's one of my favorite games called Jump or Dump. This game requires you to be a savage, okay?
I'm not a savage, so this is gonna be hard for me. I'm not a savage in life. I run away from stuff like that.
Savage, no, you can't run. You have to fight.
Yeah,
there's no flight here. You have to fight this one, head on.
All right, cool. Let's try it.
So we've got a game called Jump or Dump. You have to choose between two artists. One you're gonna jump on the track with. The other one you're gonna throw in the bin, never to be seen again. Connections broken off. You know what I'm saying? You can block your number, all of that. You ready for this one?
I'm not, but we're gonna do it anyway. So.
Oh, listen. The words of Lauryn Hill, ready or not, here I come. Yes, respect. Okay, cool. Oh, Oof, I don't want. I didn't write these questions, by the way, so don't hate me.
Do you have to?
I have to. Okay, cool. Diana Ross or Janet Jackson?
Oh man. I mean, I think considering how the interview's gone, I'm sure everyone knows which way I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
But, you know, I love Diana, man. But I'm sorry, Diana.
Listen, okay.
I have to jump with Janet.
Okay, Janet Jackson. Okay, cool. We might take a long walk right now with Jill Scott, or it's about my boy Tyrone with Erykah Badu. Which one are you gonna pick?
Do you know verses here, man? Oh no, that one's actually mad still. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go. I feel the Erykah vibe sometimes. The Erykah vibe. I can't dump Jill, but no. But is it Jill? It might be Jill. For the sake of the game, we'll go with Erykah.
Okay, Erykah Badu.
This is terrible, man.
Trust me, it's gonna get harder. It's getting harder. Okay, we're gonna go with the Prince of Pop, okay? And we're gonna go Prince of Symbols. So Michael Jackson, Prince.
I mean, as soon as I heard Michael Jackson, it didn't matter what was coming after that. But Prince is actually...
I was about to say, like, we can't be doing that to...
I said, when you said Michael, when I heard Prince, I was like, I see you're going hard there. But yeah, like Michael, man, Michael's, from my childhood to now, Michael's been running that for me. So I love Prince as well, by the way. I love Prince, innit? But yeah, Michael's been running that for me. So I have to jump with Michael.
Okay, cool. We're gonna go with two legends, okay? Legends. The voices on these two people, I can't...
Don't do it.
I wish I could do these voices, hit these notes that these people hit. So we'll go on Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston.
Man, why you gotta do this, John? Who told you to play this game?
Listen, I don't make the rules. I just run my business, man. So Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston.
I'm just not gonna even talk. Otherwise, I'll just get in my feelings in it. Whitney Houston, I'll jump on. Yeah.
Whitney. Okay, cool. We're gonna go into the naughties right now. We're gonna go with my boy Usher Raymond or the King of Bald Heads right now, Neo.
Yeah, Usher. I have to jump on with Usher. I love Neo's a sick writer.
Sick.
A sick.
I think he's so underrated, criminally underrated.
Yeah,
but
Neo's incredible. I think as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate his art so much more. Neo's so sick.
Yeah.
But
I see what you did there. Neo's so sick.
Hey, you see what I did?
Yeah, I see that
Let
one.
me not speak
Yeah.
Not joking, but yeah, Usher. I'd have to jump in with Usher.
Okay, cool. We're gonna go ease. Okay, this one. Oh, I don't know how you're gonna choose this one, but I feel like you're gonna choose.
Okay.
I feel like I know what you're gonna choose.
I'm happy you're saying that because then it'll make it easier.
Okay, cool.
It might not, but
Brandy
yeah.
or Leah?
That's a mad one because every time I speak about my inspirations as well, they're both in there. They're both in there, but yeah, you know I'm gonna choose, isn't it? I love Brandy. I have to do this for all of them. I told you I'm not a savage. I don't do this stuff, innit? So I have to say I love the other one first, innit? But I love Brandy. She's incredible. But I'm gonna have to go with Leah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right now we're gonna go with two. You know, like I say, people, we talk about R&B, like who's the top of R&B, but there's a category of people we don't even talk about because they've transcended the argument. These are two people in that category. Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Or Mary J. Blige.
Is it Why? Wait, why? Who told you to do this?
Hey, listen. We gotta do this. We gotta do this, man. We gotta do this because it's hard.
Lauryn Hill or Mary J. Blige? Oh man, I think I'm gonna go with Mary J. Blige. I'm gonna have to jump with Mary J. Blige. She's one of the people that my mum was always. My mum loved Mary J. Blige, boy. So she's another one that was, you know, she's got her little.
I know there's.
Yeah, so might have to vibe with her on stage.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, but Lauryn Hill's another one that as I got older, I started to appreciate her so much more. Like her music is just incredible. So many people are inspired by Lauryn Hill, and I can see why easily. But yeah, I think Mary J. Blige, I was jumping.
Hey, cool, man. Yes, that was Jump or Dump.
damn.
She's like, oh, I'm done. I'm off the hot seat. I'm off the hot seat.
I need some, yeah, man.
Okay, cool. This is Get to Know, and it's Room in Britain. So see you next time.